Hello friends, Sam and Graham doing TCGs yet again. We all knew this was going to happen, right? After that last one, when I said, hey, if this is a bad case, I'll probably open that other case that I've got. And if it's a good case, I probably won't. So it was a good case, and I'm opening that other case that I've got. So, here we are. We all knew this was coming. If you're shocked, you're new here. In which case, welcome, by the way. Glad to have you here if you are new here. If you enjoy a mildly deranged nerd ripping open packs and kind of stream of consciousing what he's thinking about while he's doing it, and then getting shut up into either stunned silence or ridiculous squeaky noises by just fantastically good pulls, you are in the right place. I can give you all of that. And maybe a little bit more. We'll see. Who knows? Good times. But here we are. Yes, that was my phone. I apologize. While almost certainly not the last case of this I will have, this is currently the last case of this I have. First pack gets my favorite Majestic, Premeditate. I think I'm going to take that as a good sign. I think that's a good sign. What do you think? Let me know. Bleed out. Inertia trap. I mean, it'll be hard for anything to live up to that last one. Getting a rainbow foil legendary and a cold foil fabled. Anything trying to live up to it has enormous shoes to fill. Which, a foil spreading plague added on to that Premeditate, not a bad place to start. Fletch, Host, Duo, and we got a Gillette. Best someone can get. Cold foil early in this box. And a regular spreading plague to go with our foil one. I don't know. Ooh, red Death Touch. Not mad to see that. Humble spinning. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. And then we'll see about finding me a replacement case later on. There is a rainbow foil blade cuff. Toxicity, Lace, Infect, and Nada. Yellow Death Touch, Backstab, Deadly, and not much. I don't know. Maybe I was wrong about it being a good sign. We're slowing down. Well, there's a... There's a Ninja Star for us. Red, or I guess they're all red, but laced with blood rot. That's less, more desirable when I'm not throwing packs at it. Death Touch again. Looking for a scrap. Spike with blood rot. Part of me wonders about getting another cold foil this box, since the other one came reasonably early. We'll see. Fingers crossed. We're at the halfway point with already well over half of our... I say well over. 5 of our 7 like expected box hits already showing. Floating Dojo. Alright, so that's a bonus one already. Usually only get 1 foil Majestic, but that's a second. So this might be an 8-hit box. There's 7. Codex of Inertia. Not a bad place to land. We love our codexes here. That is not the correct pile. Hurl as a foil is a decent thing. Skipping rares. Wreck Havoc, Bonds, Destructive Deliberation. Bleed Out. 7 packs left. Only looking for 1 Majestic. So, landing in a spot like that, what's a Threadbare? Only looking for 1 Majestic makes me feel like we're going to see something else. Another bonus, as it were. I don't know. Sometimes boxes just have that feel. Well, there is the Majestic in pack 6 remaining. I just have a hard time feeling that these 5 packs are not going to have anything in them. I mean, they all have something in them. See, they all have 16 cards. It's right there on the 16 card booster pack. You know what I mean. A hit, so to speak. Toxicity, Recoil, Spike with Blood Rot, Falcon Wing. Good pack of rares, at least. Looking for a scrap, Razor's Edge. I don't know, 2 packs left, maybe I was full of it. Hurl, Backstab, Host. Only 1 pack left. Almost definitely I was full of it. Sneak Attack, Brush Off, and the verdict is in. Full of it. Still not terrible. 2. That pack stayed at the bottom. We're making special note of that. note of that. I hope I haven't left other packs in other boxes, because that would be ridiculously embarrassing if I left hits in boxes. I really don't think I did. Gore belching, Majestic right off the bat. So we had a Majestic in the pack I left behind. That would have been bad enough. Toxicity, Sneak, Recoil, 1-2. Nope. Death Touch, Sneak Attack. Ooh, okay. Majestic Rainbow Foil is a Scale Peeler. Have at least one of the Scale Peelers in Rainbow Foil, maybe not both, so maybe that is something I needed. Fingers crossed. I will be happily if it is. Death Touch, Pendulum Recoil. Melting Point, Majestic 2, and a foil lace. That's fun. Lace with Frailty, which seems like it's really only good against, I mean, I guess anybody theoretically can play a attack from Arsenal, but realistically, that feels like it's mostly anti-ranger tech. So I'm curious to see, I don't know, what else comes from that. Death Touch, Bonds of Ancestry. There's the Rainbow Foil and a Cold Foil. Seeker's Mitts. Keep on seeing cold foils and getting a little excited, and it not being what I'm hoping for. That is okay. That's part of the thing. If you are opening these for a quick get rich quick scheme, you are in the wrong place. Stab Wound for Majestic. That is just not generally... Rephrase. You can't bank on that with something like this. You got stuff like thinking Magic the Gathering. If you happen to pull that 1 of 1 Lord of the Rings One Ring when that releases, clearly that's life-changing money the way the offers are looking right now. That's a whole different thing, but that's 1 of 1 in how many hundreds of thousands of boxes? I guess it's only in the collector boosters, so maybe not hundreds of thousands. I don't know what their print run is, but you know what I mean though. Tens of thousands at the very least of collector's boxes even. There's 1 of that card. Do not go buying, not financial advice. If you need financial advice, see a licensed individual. Just throwing my opinion out here. If you're like, hey, I want to buy collector's boosters. Also, if I pull that, that's awesome. That's the right mind space to be in there. If you're opening collector's boosters saying, I'm going to open these collector's boosters, I'm getting that card, instant wealth. You gotta back off of that. That's not the mindset. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open a few collector's boosters. Because I dabble a little bit in Magic. I really like Lord of the Rings. Like, that's where it really comes in. I like Lord of the Rings a lot. So I'm gonna open some of that stuff. Do I hope to pull that? Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great. Do I think I'm gonna? And staking my future on it? Y'all know I'm dumb. But I'm not there. Bleed out. Spinning wheel kick. Humble. Cut down that size. I guess for this box 2, all we are looking for is a Majestic at this point to land on our expected pulls, so to speak. And there it is, Dishonor. Decent enough one to see. Not bad. Three packs left. And we've got that. And picking that right back on up, I discovered when my phone rang that this thing has a handy dandy pause button. That instead of having to edit it later if I have to do something, in this case, take a phone call from the missus, I can just push the pause button and then start right back into it. That's awesome and potentially life-changing for me. That is not hyperbole. That might change my life. Toxicity, Spike, Recoil, Widowmaker, and bloop. So, alright. This case is not impressing me to start off with. I thought that Premeditate was a sign of excellence to come. If so, this is box 3. We're only halfway through. It is a distinct possibility that I was right originally. However, my confidence is waning. Like a moon. Those wane sometimes. Majestic number 1 is Spreading That Plague. Second appearance of the case for the non-foil. We also got the foil. It's hiding right there under the, see it? So we're in an alright spot with all that. Hurl. Wreak Havoc. And then feisty locals. Life-changing pause button. Not hyperbole. Would I ever use hyperbole? No, of course I wouldn't. Yeah, I would. The set's weird, y'all, as far as pulls. I don't know. I don't know. I've been on a roller coaster of feelings about the pulls in this set. Though we got a second Majestic with that Cyclone Roundhouse. Ooh, Yellow Death Touch. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it still could be something that's actually a good thing. Rainbow foil, Mask of Shifting Perspectives. For another Rainbow foil equipment there. I'm trying to remember, I still need 2 common rainbow foil equipment. No, 2 cold foil, 1 rainbow foil. Which one do I need? I think I need the sandals in rainbow foil. I'm not 100% positive on that, but I think that's the one. Bleed Out, Virulent Touch. Let's lace that dang Frailty. That's going to be fun. That's the kind of card I'm talking about right there that I'm really looking forward to. Throw that, a Premeditate, and a Lace with Blood Rot on a frickin' Barbed Undertow. Yeah, that's going to be the good stuff. I'm looking forward to doing that to some folks. That's what I'm looking forward to. I've always wanted, like I say, one of the very first things when I first started looking at the game, I've always been a fan of Orbitoclast. Weird, considering it just came out. Always been a fan of like the plate armored whatever. So Dorinthia, I've said this before. Dorinthia was my clear. Yep, that is where I like to be. That is both a design aesthetic from just the art perspective and generally just the kind of class I typically like. Now, it's not really it's interesting. She blocks really well and has good equipment, but it's not, as tanky, so to speak, as that usually is in games when I'm playing them. I mean, even, D&D, World of Warcraft, anything like that. So it's not quite the same effect as far as, how it actually functions, but it's still pretty cool. The second that appealed to me was Azalea. Why, you might ask? Glad you asked. First off, archers are cool. So are Codexes of Blood Rot. So, yeah. So, everybody loves a cool archer, right? That's just a neat thing to watch. It's a visually interesting thing to watch, like in a TV show, in a movie, whatever the case may be. So you've got that to start with. But mechanically, and I've said this before too, and that's fine. Y'all don't love me because I'm original. That mechanic of having to pull the arrow card back into Arsenal before you can shoot with it. Like, immediately, just looking at it, I'm like, now hold up. Y'all did that. Y'all literally made me pull the arrow back to be able to use it. I just thought that was brilliant off the bat. So like that pulled me to Ranger really fast. Always wanted to play Ranger. Gave it a couple whirls back in 2020 in the real heat of the nonsense. I say nonsense, not as a not believing that things exist or happened, but nonsense as it sucked that we got a cold foil legendary Flick Knives. All right. So, what I was saying, I'll let you look at this while I'm not saying that it wasn't real. I'm not a denier. So not nonsense in that regard. Nonsense, just it sucked for everybody. In the thick of that, playing in some of the online leagues that got set up and stuff like that. I played Azalea first, actually. Love it. Cold foil flick knives legendary. There we go. There we go. And enjoyed it. Won a couple games, but overall, you know, it was clear for a long time. Ranger kind of in general. Lexi had moments. But Ranger in general and Azalea in particular just wasn't there. That was very clear very quickly. And so, you know, just went back to Dorinthia. Fiddled with Dromai for a minute. We'll probably continue to fiddle with Dromai because I think dragons are cool. And I like that overall aesthetic as well. But yeah, it was just obvious to literally everyone. Heck yes! Foil Premeditate. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. That is a heck of a rainbow foil. Majestic hit. But now there are enough tools that while she still needs a fair bit of luck, and she certainly has to be wise in her blocking and the way she approaches a lot of things. Azalea definitely looks like now she has a chance to be interesting. Cold foil flick knives. All right. Maybe the best legendary in the set. I've seen some debate on that, but not a lot of good debate. I feel like flick knives is there right now. I still believe in Trench, and Van Brace has its use. Maybe not universal, but it has its use. But yeah, cold foil legendary flick knives. All right. At least, why did I put my rares over there? That is a dumb place for rares. So, not only did we get a Fabled in the last case, the last two boxes have clearly staved off our legendary drought that we had for a couple sets. Definitely not up to the quantity we were hitting that first little bit, but we're in good shape. We're not in a bad spot. Concealed blade. First Majestic of this box. Wow. I didn't even realize we were... Sometimes y'all let me ramble and I'm a quarter of the way through the box before I get a Majestic. I think that was pack 5. Not quite a quarter of the way through the box then. That goes there. Fleetfoot Sandals. Rainbow foil. I'm pretty sure I asked for cold foil. Just saying. Can I click that? Where are we at? Where are we at? I want to know. I apologize. I don't do this often, so you're gonna have to deal with it. Oh no, I did want the rainbow foil. Hey-o! I wanted rainbow foil of that and cold foil toxic tips. So clearly at this point, what I want to happen is to get one cold foil in this box, and it's a fabled. Okay, fine. I want two cold foils, a fabled and toxic tips. I'm still kidding. Ooh, down and dirty. Majestic number 2. It's one of those things. You know, you can say, you can joke different stuff. You know you want the big hits. You don't even have to say that out loud. That's the obvious, the duh thing. So, if at this point, I mean, it'll be difficult for me to be unhappy at this point with all that premeditate and a cold foil flick knives. But, but cold foil toxic tips. That'd be chef's kiss on a pretty decent case. Okay, all right. There's Amnesia for Majestic 3. Alternately, another fun thing would be for me to remember what I'm even saying. So moving right along, cruising past that kerfuffle. Humble, Recoil, Falcon Wing. So we don't have a cold foil yet this box, and we have 3 Majestics. So we're about at the halfway point of our pulls on the box. Hey, and we passed the halfway point with a fun, excellent Arrow barbed undertow. Got a Wreck Havoc foil. I can't remember what color I need, but I think I need 2 Wreck Havoc foils. So maybe that lands us in a good spot there too. Wreck Havoc, not foiled, but popping back up again. Hurl, Fletch, 1, 2. I don't know, I was thinking a second ago, I got into that same dangerous territory that I get in mentally right now. It's like, it's not a whole lot of hits we're still looking for. Surely we'll get some bonus fun. But with the pull rates kind of adjusted the way they are in this set, where that may have been true in prior sets, it is kind of not the reliable gut feeling anymore. I say anymore. Maybe it comes back, but for outsiders at the very least, it is not a reliable gut feeling. Fletch, laced with blood rot. Peace of mind. What's a threadbare? All right. I feel like I actually wanted one more non-foil Knives Out. That might have been a perfectly excellent hit for me. That's the other thing, is if I can get the last couple, I think last I looked I only needed 4 4 non-foils to get a rainbow foil legendary Quiver of Abyssal Depths. Okay. Pulled one of those in the last case alongside the Fabled as well. Not upset. 2 legendary box is a decent place to live. I'm not going to lie to you, I do not remember what I was talking about before there. And we got a Mask of Malicious Manifestations. There's our cold foil. It's not my toxic tips. Everything, just flip the table. Flip that table. Tar Pit Trap, Isolate. Last pack of what has turned into, with a foil and a regular Premeditate, a cold foil Flick Knives, a rainbow foil Quiver, and a pile of other good stuff. This has turned into another really solid box. My original guess from Premeditate, was it just a silly, dumb one? Nah, but it was a really, really good one. I can't argue with that. Thank you so much for watching. Me have more fun with another really good case of Uprising. Good grief. Y'all need to slap me. Outsiders. Outsiders is the current set, not Uprising. Uprising isn't even the previous set. It's 2 sets ago. Slap me again. But thank you so much for sticking with me through this Outsiders. I'm sure I will be back with more of it. That's all I got right now, but I kind of record these in a fair bit in advance as a general rule. So when this comes out, it's a distinct possibility I already have more before y'all even see this. Who knows? Fingers crossed. We'll see how it goes. In any case, thank you so much for spending some of your day with me. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff that the YouTube likes. But mostly, have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you. Bye, y'all.